about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking to throw on second down. Collins. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop it. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stumped them.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Collins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Looking to throw. Collins. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Tua. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Edmonds will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chel with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Now Collins on third down. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and pass, or sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in a running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tua going to throw. Open man is wide, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Dolphins are 13-3 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to to me the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Colts are going to take over at the 41.
The timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really pulling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Collins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. You know, a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right.
Throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coaches.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Alexander Madison, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, there really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go play action here on first down. And he's got Pierce. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw again. He finds Pierce. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun, Collins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd TD in the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go. Back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Down to the 41.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Collins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua sets up to pass it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a perlate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again for Taylor running right side. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in these situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd and 9. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ready. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Edmonds running out. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Colts are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Collins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. Pass complete to Pierce. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Blake Martinez. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, they run with Edmonds. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, breaking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready?
Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll set up a throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And they will take a knee here.
Ready.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.